Welcome back to the 515 Project Website Administration Tutorial. This is part 2 of a two-part video series on how to administer and build out your 515 Project templated website. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, we recommend you close out of this session and go view session 1 prior to viewing this session. In session 1, we left off with adding a calendar event. We'll pick up here with managing your announcements, which are just quick little notices that you want to put on your website for your community and your congregation about events that don't merit necessarily having an entire article written about them. So you can just throw those on here by just adding them into here. You'll notice we have a start and a stop dates on these. The announcement will only run on the website between these date windows, so it will not be running outside of a valid window when the announcement is actually valid. But kind of helps keep your site looking fresh and current without having outdated announcements on your page. So you can add new announcements, delete announcements when they're no longer valid, and you can update the display order of your announcements as you add and remove announcements to make sure that they're all ordered correctly and make sense. Next, we have online messages. If your church records their messages, you can convert those to MP3 format and upload them to the site here, and then your community can come onto the site and listen to your MP3 sermons at their leisure. This is good for shut-ins, for people who are sick and not able to get to church or vacationing and want to listen to your message while they're away on vacation, or just for your local community who could be looking at your church as a attendance option and they want to hear what you have to say. That's all done here. You just add new sermon, you just give it a title, browse out, find the MP3 on your system, upload it, be prepared to spend an hour or so letting it upload. Once it's uploaded, you can change the display order of it, and you can delete it when it's no longer needed, and or you may need to make space for additional new messages in the future. Next, there's the contact link. That is the area on the site right here where your community can click this button. They can send you an email and request help, or request, if they got a question about your church or church membership or whatever. This is the way to open a communication channel with them in your community. You do that by putting a valid address in this box and clicking change. If there is no valid address box and you click change, it will save it as blank, and that will remove that section from your website. Next, we got the links of interest. If you have links from the web that you are interested in providing to your community and your congregation, you put them here, and that way they're quick access links so people can come out to your website and then jump from there to various other places that have spiritual meaning. Next, we're going to look at actually building out the content of the main pages up here. We'll start with the main page. You can see we have the two articles that are on here. We're going to jump in here, excuse me, go to the main page, and we're going to add a third event. So we're going to go to the Add New section, and we're going to add in our content here. We'll start with the section title, and then we'll go in and we'll add some content. Fortunately, I had that stuff in a text file. I just copy and paste. Next, we want to put an image in here. You got two options here. You can use a stock image, which is a group of images that we maintain on the system. You can go in and use any one of these images anytime you like. Back out, go into a different category. Nothing there I need. Go to a different category. We have a variety of images for lots of different things here that can be used if they fit your need. If not, you can upload your own custom image by simply clicking this Upload New Image. This goes into a folder that we maintain that you can use from this point forward. Images need to be of this format, and they also need to be smaller than 240 by 240 pixels. If not, the system will not accept them, and you'll have to resize the image. You can do that in a program like Windows Paint, which comes with pretty much every version of Windows. Just open it up, resize it to the smaller image, then you can upload it. And then once it's uploaded, you can just select it and choose how you want to line it. We have a title, we have content, we have an image, we click Save, we're good to go. We're going to put this in the number 1 slot. We're going to change this number 1 event down here to number 3. Update display order. Jump out here. Web's being a little slow here today. Boom, there's our new article right here in the top position where we wanted it. There's the existing articles with the calendar article all the way at the bottom. So it's just that easy to add, remove, and change data and article entries on your primary page. Next, you got your beliefs page, which has your mission statement, your what do we believe, and your salvation process. You just go in here to your beliefs page, and you got 3 fields available here where you can edit and change that information at will. Click the Save button when you're done. Services page, contact information, church name, contact information, and service times. You can change that at will. Add a service by simply adding a service. Change the display order of it and click Save Up, Save Changes. Delete as necessary, and that provides all information necessary to build out your services page, which is where we have your content information, your church services information, and a map on how to get to your location. Click that, get a larger map. Back into admin, you can see we've got the next thing is the church ministries. You define the church ministries for your church. What you're going to have out here can be 1, can be 10. It's up to you. The display order that you want them. You can edit them as necessary, which, if the leader changes or the leader gets a new email address, you can change that easily enough. You can add new or delete existing. But this is where you define what ministries you're going to show on your ministries page. Now, each ministry has its own separate page that is maintained with the articles relating to that industry or to that ministry, and that's maintained in the main Manage Ministries page area. Select the ministry that you want to manage, and then you go in here and you can add, edit, and delete articles and entries just like you did for the main page up here using the same editor. So it's the same process. You give it a title, content, and choose an image, either stock or custom. Upload custom if necessary. You can actually change the ministry on these if you need to, but generally it should be in the right ministry since it's already pre-selected here when you click the add button. Finally, you got your church staff page, and this is where you can add, edit, and delete the members of your staff that are that should be displayed to your community. That would be like your pastor, your associate pastor, your music minister, your youth minister. The community is probably not so interested in your Sunday school teachers and your church secretary and so on, just your primary leaders, but there's nothing preventing you from putting those other roles up here if you desire. You can add new staff, first name, last name, what their role is. Email address is optional. Choose an image, and again, the image has size limitations. If it doesn't meet these size limitations, you need to resize it to this size or smaller. And then you add their biography and click Change, and you can come in and edit those as necessary. View the existing image you got on file for them. Change the image as necessary. All right here in the Manage Staff page. And in closing, you got a problems and suggestions area here. So if you run into problems, have suggestions, don't hesitate to drop us a note here in this section of the site, and we'll do everything we can to address it as quickly as possible. So that concludes part 2 of the video series on how to administer the 515 project templated website. We hope this has been beneficial for you and that you now are ready to get in there and tear it up on your own website. Thanks for your time, and you have a good day.